From Dooley Health and Care Field in downtown Joliet, Illinois, this afternoon we continue our coverage of the 2024 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletics Conference Baseball Championship Tournament. And today it'll be our first elimination game of the tournament. This will be game number 4 between Trinity Christian, the Trolls at the number 6 seed, and the Roosevelt University Lakers. And as we come on the air, we're just about to get underway. Great to have you aboard with us here as we had an early start. We had a game pretty much rained out last night. The third game of the day rained out last night, so we were here bright and early. And that game taking about 2 hours and 54 minutes, so we're underway about 45 minutes past our original start time. We're back on track here, and we're about ready to go. And it'll be Roosevelt, the visiting team here. This will be a winner-go-home game for both teams. It'll be Sebastian Casillas to lead it off here now for the RU Lakers. And here's the wind of the first pitch. A curve in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 here to Sebastian Casillas. Roosevelt losing a heartbreaker last night in their first game of the tournament. There's a ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike here. 58 degrees, or is that 68 on the game time temperature? First pitch right around 1:44 p.m. And there's a swing and a foul. It is Jacob Hutcherson, left-hander, on the mound today for Trinity Christian to start this ball game. And the count right now to Casillas is a ball and 2 strikes. Casillas stands in. Here's the kick and the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball, grounder to the right side of the mound. It'll be scooped up there at second base. Throw to first base in time, and that's 1 away in the inning. Connor Janik at second base, a routine play there for the first out of the ball game. 1 away, and that'll bring to the plate Bryce Heyman. Roosevelt losing to Trinity, to St. Ambrose, 4-3. St. Ambrose scoring 2 in the top of the 9th inning to come back and get the victory. They had a dramatic game-tying home run. First pitch here to Bryce Heyman will miss inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Heyman in the opening game in the tournament yesterday went 1 for 4 with a run scored. Had a walk as well. Hutcherson kicks and deals. Breaking ball, and it'll be tossed foul left side out of play. So now a ball and a strike. He'll be followed by Koa Ogawa, will Bryce Heyman. Ogawa batting 3rd in at shortstop, then James Berry batting 4th in left field. Luis Delgado batting 5th in at DH, followed by Ben Compton. There's a swing and a ground ball from Bryce Heyman to Janik at second. Moves 2 steps to his left, scoops it up, throws to first base, 2 away in the inning. And that'll bring to the plate Koa Ogawa. Again, Ben Compton batting 6th in at third base for the Lakers. Then it'll be Jack Kiefer batting 7th in at first base, followed by Sammy Estrada, the catcher, and then batting 9th, the right fielder Luca Palucci. It'll be Jake Glickman on the mound today for the Roosevelt Lakers. So here now is Koa Ogawa. Ogawa in the first game today had a good day, 2 for 5 with a run scored. First pitch here is over but low, 1 ball and no strikes. Glad you've joined us here on this Friday afternoon. Sunny skies prevailing after we had the storms blow through yesterday and into the evening hours. 1 hopper back to Hutcherson, who lobs it to first base a little bit high, but first baseman there, Moore, able to reel it in. A little bit of hopping in the air there by Preston Moore, but the out recorded, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning for Roosevelt, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we go bottom 1. It is Roosevelt nothing. Trinity Christian coming to bat. You're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back with you from Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Roosevelt retired after the top half of the first inning in order. And so it'll be Jake Glickman getting the start today for Roosevelt in the first game of the day for both teams. It'll be the only game of the day. And for one of these teams, it will end their season. Glickman coming in a 4-4 record with a 7.20 ERA. 55 innings pitched, 85 hits, 49 runs, 44 earned, 16 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .351 against him. It'll be Omar Wright to lead it off now for Trinity Christian. Wright, again in the leadoff spot here for the Trolls. That's where he was in the order in the game against St. Francis, which was a heartbreaking 8-6 loss. Swing and a miss by Wright. He's quickly behind at 0-1. Wright in game one of the tournament for Trinity Christian, 1 for 4 with a run scored and a walk. Glickman, the right-hander, into the wind and the pitch. And it'll be in there, called strike. And that makes it now no balls and 2 strikes. Great to have you with us here from wherever you may be as we hold forth here in Joliet. Glickman, right-hander, into the wind and the pitch. That'll be upstairs to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Oliver Carmody at shortstop batting second today in this game for Trinity Christian. He'll be followed by the first baseman Preston Moore, then Connor Janik at second base batting cleanup. There's a ball low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Benson Holloman batting in the number 5 spot and in left field, followed by Anthony Capoletti at third base. Then it'll be Carter Cheney in center field batting 8th, followed by the DH Brian Hutner batting 9th, the catcher. And that'll be Brody Mayberry. There's a swing and a foul off to the right side out of play. We'll hold it. A 2-2 count here to Omar Wright. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is 68 degrees. Game time temperature under now sunny skies. There's a swing and a miss. Thought for a second he might have foul tipped it. That did not happen. And so a swing and a miss for Omar Wright. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate Oliver Carmody. Carmody in the tournament 1 for 3 thus far with a walk. And Carmody stands in. Goes after the first pitch, a high pop-up right side. Who wants it? Calling for it there, Casillas, the second baseman. He has it for the out. So 2 quick outs here for Roosevelt. That'll bring to the plate for Trinity Christian. That'll bring to the plate now Preston Moore. Moore had a good day in game 1 of the tourney for the Trolls. 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. So Moore stands in. First pitch from Glickman. That'll be a heater, down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Connor Janik next, then it would be Benson Holloman here for Trinity Christian. Here's the wind and the pitch. 1-0, missing outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Trinity Christian in the light powder blue jerseys with the dark blue numerals trimmed in white. Roosevelt in their green jerseys with the black numerals trimmed in white. Gray pants, there's a swing and a foul ball off to the right out of play. So 2 balls and a strike for Preston Moore. Preston Moore, the right-handed hitting junior from Joliet, Illinois, went to Joliet West High School. And the pitch, swinging a bouncer to the left side. And on 2 hops, gloved at third by Compton. Throw to first, and that'll end the inning. So a 5-3 put out, and the Trinity Christian Trolls retired in order in the opening frame. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base, and we head to the top of the second inning. No score in this elimination game. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back in Joliet, and James Berry leading it off, taking the first pitch in for a called strike. And boy, what a change in the weather here. Bright sunny skies now prevailing here in Joliet. There's a ball outside to Berry. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Jacob Hutcherson this year, a 7-0 record with a 4.29 ERA for Trinity Christian. Swinging a fly ball into right center field. Who's going to call for it here? Looks like it'll be caught there by Cheney, the center fielder, for the first out of the inning. 1 away, and here is Luis Delgado. Again, Hutcherson. 7 wins, no losses. He's thrown 65 innings this year, 68 hits, 34 runs, 31 earned, 17 walks, 51 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .274 against him. So here we go now. Here's Luis Delgado to the plate. And the first pitch will miss down and away. Look like 1 ball and no strikes the count to Delgado. Delgado, right-handed batter, awaits and takes down and in. Delgado, 1 for 3 in the first Roosevelt game with a run batted in. And there's a pitch that'll come in a little bit low. So now it is, looks like 3-0 on the board here. And the pitch from Hutcherson. Slow curve in there for a called strike. 3-1 now. Delgado stands in, back foot just inside the back line of the batter's box, and the pitch. Down low, ball 4, and that'll be a 1-out walk here issued to Luis Delgado. So Delgado aboard, and now Ben Compton to bat. Compton 1 for 5 with a run scored in the first game. He's been moved up in the order a couple of spaces.
Number 4, Ben Compton.
So Compton stands in. And Roosevelt with the first base runner of the game for either team now at first base. Both teams retired in order back in the first inning. Here's the set now by Hutcherson and the pitch. And it'll be upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Compton, right-handed batter, levels the bat over the plate. Here's the set now. The 1-0. Swung on and in the air toward right center field. A little bit of a long run here, and that'll drop in for a base hit, as a matter of fact, as Cheney going after it, but he was playing the hitter a little bit to pull. So he had a long run to go there, a long way to go, a long run, and the ball dropping in. Delgado to second base, Compton aboard at first base now with a single, and here's Jack Kiefer for Roosevelt. Kiefer going 0 for 5 in the Lakers' first game of the tournament. Well, the winner of this ball game will move on and play tomorrow afternoon in an elimination game at 4 o'clock. Here's the set in the first pitch. Kiefer bounces it to near third base. Glove there, and a forced play at third for a 1 relay. Actually just the throw across the diamond, no relay, and it turns out to be a 5-3 double play. Good play there by Capoletti at third. Raced over, stepped on the bag, then made the play in time at the other end of the diamond for the double play. So in the inning for Roosevelt, they get a base runner but cannot move him around. As in the inning for Roosevelt, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. And we head to the second inning, bottom of the second inning, with a score: Roosevelt nothing and Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we move now to the bottom of the second inning. Trinity Christian now will have Connor Janik leading it off for the Trolls, followed by Benson Holloman and then Anthony Capoletti. As we play here in inning number 2 in what has been thus far a scoreless ball game. Jake Klickman into the line in the first pitch of the inning. And that'll be a fastball over but low, 1 ball and no strikes. Janik went 0 for 5 in the first Trinity Christian game of the tourney. An 8-6 loss to St. Francis. There's a swing and a miss. That was the first game of the tournament. And that ball game was delayed by weather twice, and then we had a weather delay last night, necessitating a third game scheduled yesterday to be moved up to today. As there's a swing and a little ball lofted into center field for a base hit here. Little flare into center field for Janik. That's the first base runner of the game for Trinity Christian. And that'll bring up Benson Holloman, the left fielder.
13, Benson Holloman.
Holloman went 1 for 4 in the tourney's opening game for Trinity Christian. As the Trolls with their first base runner of the game aboard here in the bottom of inning number 2. 2 more games following this one. Swinging a ball skied into the air. Left side, that'll be out of play, and it's 0-1. Holloman back into the batter's box. Here's the set now, and the pitch. Curve up high to make it a ball and a strike. Trinity Christian and Roosevelt playing playing a 4-game series, and Trinity Christian won 3 of them during the regular season. There's a pop foul left side out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Righty versus lefty matchup here. And the pitch. Into the air, curling toward the left field line. Long run for James Berry, but he's on the move, and he makes the grab. Maybe about 10 to 12 feet inside the line. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And now Anthony Capoletti to the plate.
Third baseman, number 25, Anthony Capoletti.
Capoletti thus far in the tournament is 0 for 3. Throw to first base on the runner back in, standing up. And now Capoletti taking here for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So I try to maneuver my way around the internet to get some information here. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a swing and a foul off to the right out of play. So now Capoletti behind it, no balls and 2 strikes. Each team with a hit in this game. No scores we play here in the bottom half of inning number 2. It is a win or go home ball game. That's the proposition for both teams. There's the 0-2 into the turf, and good block behind the plate there by Sammy Estrada. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Well, the internet being stubborn here, and the information I'm searching for is not appearing. As here's the set and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll be out number 2. Glickman registers his second strikeout of the game, and that'll leave it up now to Carter Cheney.
Center fielder, number 8, Carter Cheney.
So Cheney stands in after going 1 for 3 in the tournament opener for Trinity Christian. First pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Carter Cheney, left-handed center fielder. Back into the batter's box, left-handed hitting center fielder. Brian Hutner, the DH next, then it would be Brody Mayberry. If we continue that far here in the Trinity Christian second inning, there's a swing and a miss. And so now Cheney behind it, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 and 2 away with a runner aboard here for Trinity Christian in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch swung on, a little bouncer foul to the right of first base, and will hold it no balls and 2 strikes. Cheney back into the batter's box. Another game coming up today, scheduled for 4 o'clock, and then the final game of the day at 7. Then back at it for the 3 tomorrow. This will be kind of an elimination Saturday coming up tomorrow. There's a ball low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Righty versus lefty is Jake Glickman. Onto the stretch and the pitch. Looked like the runner was going, swung on, and the ball hit well to right center field. That carries all the way to the fence. Here's the runner now being waved around third base as Connor Janik will score. It's an RBI double, and Trinity Christian has a 1-0 lead. So Cheney puts a charge into that ball. Janik scoring from first as he was going on the pitch, so he got a good head start there. Two-base hit, and Cheney with an RBI. Here's the DH now, Brian Huttner. Huttner had a good game one for the Trinity Christian Trolls. He went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. He also scored twice. Right-handed batter awaits in the first pitch. Going after it here. Flares one out to short right field. 3 players converging on it. That ball will drop in fair territory, and Trinity Christian will have a second run on the board as easily coming around to score Carter Cheney. Huttner with a bloop RBI single. It's a 2-0 Trinity Christian lead. Perfectly placed there by Brian Huttner. And now back to, we head to the bottom part of the order. Here's Brody Mayberry, the number 9 hitter in the Trolls order. Mayberry 1 for 4 thus far in the tournament. First pitch to him. And that'll be in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So a little trouble here for Jake Glickman now as Roosevelt, the number 2 seed in the tournament, trailing here in this elimination game 2-0. There's a ball low and outside. So the count even at a ball and a strike. And the pitch. In for a called strike. And that makes it 1-2. Mayberry, slightly angled stance to the left side of the infield. The 1-2 offering. A little bit of a golf swing, and it's pulled a bouncer foul into the facing of the third base dugout, which is occupied by Trinity Christian. Well, both teams with heartbreaking losses in the first round of the tournament. Both teams now needing to go undefeated the rest of the way if they want a chance. There's a ball outside. So now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's only one auto bid to the NAIA National World Series here for the CCAC in 2024. There's a curve down and away. So now it goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Omar Wright, the leadoff hitter in the order, would be next for Trinity Christian. Here's the payoff. Down low, ball 4, and the inning continues. Huttner to second base. Glickman issuing his first walk of the afternoon, and now back to the top of the order, and Omar Wright meeting at the mound here for Roosevelt now. The Laker bullpen down the right field side is quiet. So Trinity Christian a pair here in the bottom of the second inning. And they have the 2-0 lead. They've so far collected 3 hits in this game. Meeting at the mound continuing here for the Roosevelt battery and the infield. Back with you today at 4 p.m. Scheduled start might be a tad later. St. Francis against St. Xavier. As we have a canine spectator voicing his opinion of on the matters of the day here at Dooley Health and Care Field. Meeting breaks up, and here is Omar Wright. Wright 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. He bats here with 2 on, 2 out, and 2 in here for Trinity Christian. First pitch, and that'll be bunted foul left side, and so it is 0-1. Right-handed batter back to the batter's box. Wright, junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, went to South Milwaukee High School. He stands in and awaits the pitch. Glickman, long pause, now he'll deal to the plate. And that'll be grounded to the right side. Casillas to his left, gobbles it up, throws to first base, and that'll close out the inning. But Trinity Christian able to tally here as they take the lead early in the game. As in the inning, Trinity Christian 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. And after 2 completed is Trinity Christian 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Catcher Sammy Estrada leading it up now for Roosevelt as the Lakers trailing it 2-0 now to Trinity Christian. And after a first pitch that came in down a little bit low, Hutcherson, the left-hander, deals and tosses in a strike to make it a ball and a strike now to Sammy Estrada. He'll be followed by Luca Palucci, then back to the top of the Roosevelt order here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Roosevelt trailing it by a pair. There's a ball down and in. So it'll be to Estrada, Palucci, and then back to the top of the order and Sebastian Casillas. The count is 2 balls and a strike here to Sammy Estrada. The Roosevelt backstop awaits, and the pitch. Breaking ball, missed inside. And that'll run it now to 3-1. Might be able to tell through our effects mic the wind seems to have picked up just a little bit here. Had kind of a calm wind in the opening game. There's a breaking ball missing outside. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk here for Roosevelt to start off the Laker 3rd inning.
Right fielder number 45.
That'll bring to the plate now Luca Palucci. Palucci 0 for 2 thus far officially in this tournament. See if we have a pinch runner coming into the game now for the Lakers. Yes, we do. It'll be JoJo Mack coming in here now for the Lakers. JoJo Mack, the junior from Chicago, Illinois, takes a lead there at first base. Here's the set now by Hutcherson and a throw to first base, and Mack diving in safely. Top of 3, 2-0 Trinity Christian with a lead. Trolls with a pair in the bottom half of the frame. Here's the set now. And the pitch. That's bunted almost to the mound. Picked up by Hutcherson. Tries to get the lead runner at second base. The throw floating in, and it just gets there barely in time to get the force play. So Mack forced at second base. That'll be a fielder's choice for Palucci. He's aboard at first with 1 away. Back to the top of the order, and Sebastian Casillas. So that'll be a 1-6 put out, by the way, on the sacrifice there on the fielder's choice. And there's the first pitch. And that will be, I believe, in for a strike. No count as of yet on the board. I was checking out some statistical information there. Now Hutcherson will come to the belt of the first pitch here. Breaking ball in for a strike. Casillas out of the box. Now back in. It is no balls and a strike. Hutcherson comes set in the pitch. Swing and a miss off speed off the outer edge of the plate. And Casillas not able to make contact, and he quickly now is in an 0-2 hole here. 0-2, Bryce Heyman and waiting on deck here for Roosevelt. They trail it by a score of 2-0, top of the third inning. The stretch in the pitch. Swung on, pop foul left side out of play. Roosevelt finishing the regular season 8 above 500 at 28-20. And they had that season-ending sweep for the regular season over Indiana South Bend. They swept a 4-game set, and that moved up their seeding immensely here at the very end of the season. Here's the set now by Hutcherson in the pitch, and that'll be bounding to the left side of the mound. Charging at shortstop there, that's going to be Carmody. Throw to first base. Good defensive play there to record the out. Palucci on the play going to second base. So 1 away, and now here's Bryce Heyman. Check that, there are now 2 down in the inning. As Heyman stands in. Need to write down Max force play as the first out on my scorebook. We've had that taken care of now. Here's Heyman, 0 for 1, grounding to second base his first time up. Here's the set now by Hutcherson. And the pitch. And that hits Heyman. Grazed him on the right hip. So Bryce Heyman taking his base. And now runners at first and second here for Roosevelt.
Shortstop, number 2, Koa Ogawa.
So that'll bring to the plate Koa Ogawa. Ogawa 0 for 1, grounding to the pitcher his first time up. Here's the set now, and the pitch. And that'll be a floater, a little bit high, 1 ball and no strikes. After that first at bat today, if memory serves, Ogawa now 2 for 6 for the tournament. Runners at first and second for Roosevelt. They trail it here by a score of 2-0. Ogawa goes after that one and pulls it foul, bouncing it to the left side. So now a ball and a strike. Ogawa out of the box. And now stepping back in. Here's the set. The 1-1 from Hutcherson. Deals and struck well into right center field. Let's see here if that'll be able to stay up in the air long enough, and as does, is coming in actually more towards straightaway right field. Omar right there to make the play, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning for Roosevelt, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a hit batter, and a runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of the third inning with a score. It is Trinity Christian 2, Roosevelt nothing. You're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. Oliver Carmody will start it up now here for Trinity Christian as we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Carmody, Moore, and Janik due up. So Carmody stands in. First pitch, he rips it, and then it'll be a line drive single in the left field for a solid base hit there for Carmody to start off the inning here for Trinity Christian. So Carmody aboard at first, and here is Preston Moore. Moore 0 for 1, grounding out to third base his first time up. Sammy Estrada re-enters the game catching now, by the way, to start the inning for Roosevelt. There's a throw to first base and the runner back in. We play in the bottom of the third inning, and it is a 2-0 Trinity Christian lead. With Trinity Christian, the number 6 seed, coming into the tournament as the first pitch taken outside 1-0 to Preston Moore, who squared the bat as if to bunt, then pulled it back. So 1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's the set now. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Jake Glickman picks up the rosin bag there a little bit on the mound. Now back on the rubber. And on an 0-1 pitch, that ball will be, let's see here, will that be an out at the plate? Yep, that ball put up into the air and then was caught there by Estrada for the out.
Second baseman, number 21, Connor Janik.
Oliver Carmody stays at first base, so 1-on-1 out now, and that'll bring to the plate Connor Janik. A little bunt there on a pop-up, and it did not hit the ground. So an attempt to move the runner over does not succeed. First pitch to Janik, missing outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jake Glickman been working quickly throughout the game, so if you look away, you might miss something. Throw to first base and the runner back in, standing up. Bottom of 3, 2-0 Trinity Christian with a lead. Trolls scoring both of their runs back in the second frame. And the next pitch, runner going, and popped up into short right field. Coming on Palucci in a dead-on sprint, slides, reaches up, and looks like he was able to make the grab for the out. Good play there by Luca Palucci. Well, you could see, too, when he looked up at the reflection in his sunglasses of the sunlight. But Palucci able to run that ball down.
Left fielder, number 13, Benson Holloman.
And so that'll bring up the left fielder, Benson Holloman. Runner holding it first. Holloman stands in. Holloman flied to left field his first time up. Here's the set by Glickman. Throw to first base and the runner diving back in. Bottom of 3. It is a 2-0 Trinity Christian lead. Jake Glickman now out of the stretch. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Glickman again, a little bit of a break there as he grips the rosin bag for a short time there. Now he comes to the plate on the pitch. Looked like that came in low and away. Holloman awaits. 1 ball, no strike, the count. Throw to first base and the runner again back in, standing up. So still in a tight ball game. Glickman keeping a close eye on that runner at first base. Glickman now comes set. A little bit of a lengthy pause here, and now he deals to the plate. Swinging a pop-up left side, foul territory over on the warning track, and that'll go out of play as giving chase there Ben Compton at third base, but not able to get to it, and so we continue on. No balls and 2 strikes is your count. Holloman stands in. Throw to first base and the runner back in. In this game right now, the pace of the game not exactly going along at speed here right now. Throw to first base and the runner back in. All right, Glickman back on the rubber now. He'll deal to the plate. Fastball missing outside. Sammy Estrada behind the plate, ready to come up firing, but he holds on to the ball. So it's now 2-1 count here to Benson Holloman. Wind starting to get a little bit stronger here at Dooley Health and Care Field. There's a called strike on the outside half. So now 2-strike situation here. 2-strike situation for Benson Holloman. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Here's the set now. 2-2 pitch. Down low, runner going, and he'll pull into second base, slide into second base to be more accurate without a throw. So Oliver Carmody able to take second base. The count to the batter now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the set now by Glickman. And the payoff. Skied into the air, popped up left side on a play. And we'll try it again. All right, Glickman now looking in for the sign. This game right now going along at a snail's pace, it seems. Here's the set now. Turn in a throw to second base, and the runner diving back in safely. Seems like a lengthy bottom of the third inning as we continue on here. Here's the set now. And the pitch. Swung on, and that'll be hit into the air. Left field, James Berry to his left, reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So Holloman flies to left to close out the frame. And a leadoff single does no harm there for Roosevelt after Carmody was on board on the single to start the inning. So in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. And we head to the top of the 4th inning with a score. It is Trinity Christian 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Going to be James Berry to start it up now for Roosevelt. As we have a lefty-lefty matchup to start up the 4th inning. As here's the lefty Hutcherson into the wide in the first pitch of the inning. And that'll miss down and away, 1 ball to no strikes. Berry 0 for 1. He flied out to center field his first time up. Hutcherson kicks and deals. Left-hander fires. Slow curve that'll miss upstairs. And the count even now. Beg your pardon. The count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. All right, Berry awaits. And here comes the 2-0 offering. A floater in there, letter high, called strike. And that makes it 2-1. Berry hitting one to center field his first time up. Cheney making the grab for the out. There's a tapper foul up the right side. So now a 2-strike situation here. New ball tossed out here to the left-hander Hutcherson. Jacob Hutcherson had 33 pitches coming into the inning. Through 3 innings, he has struck out 2, and check that, he has not struck out a batter, he's walked a pair. And the next pitch. Taken, just missing, a little bit outside, maybe a tad low, and the at-bat extends. I think the Trinity Christian bench thought they had a strikeout there. So 3-2 now to the Roosevelt leadoff hitter in the 4th inning. Roosevelt trailing Trinity Christian by a score of 2-0. The kick and the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outer half. So Berry is a strikeout victim. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Jacob Hutcherson. One away. Here's Luis Delgado now. Delgado walked his first time up, was later out on the bases. Bats here with one out, nobody on base on the first pitch. Slow curve in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Well, right now, Hutcherson, he is getting it done with finesse here. He's not rearing back and throwing some high-velocity heaters. Although there's a fastball gulfed in the left field, and that'll fall quickly in for a base hit. Right in front of Holloman, the left fielder, who picks it up on one hop and tosses it back in. So a one-out single here for Roosevelt now, as Ben Compton now to the plate. Compton 1 for 1 with a single in this game. As we play here in the top of the fourth inning, it is a 2-0 Trinity Christian lead. First pitch coming in from Hutcherson. And it'll be off speed, missing off the outside edge. 1 ball and no strikes. Jack Kiefer next, then Sammy Estrada, and then it'll be Luca Palucci here as we approach the bottom part of the order here for Roosevelt. There's a swing and a hot shot, and that'll be a foul ball just wide of third. Close to being a fair ball, but close here, not good enough. Compton back into the batter's box now. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Goes after this one and skies it foul deep down the left field side. So now 1-2 for the Roosevelt Laker third baseman. We play here in the top of the fourth inning. And Roosevelt right now trailing it by a score of 2-0 in this elimination game. Here's the set now by Hutcherson, and the throw to first base and the runner back in, diving in safely. Hutcherson gets the ball back, ready to deal to the plate here. Here's the set now, and the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, and did he get a piece of it there? We will have a third strike called on Compton. No drop third with first base occupied, so that does result in a strikeout. Hutcherson's second strikeout of the inning, and now that'll leave it up to Jack Kiefer. Kiefer is 0 for 1, hit into a 5-3 double play. First pitch here, and that will be in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the set now by Hutcherson, and the 0-1. Off speed, misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Sammy Estrada next, and then it would be Luca Palucci here. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Trinity Christian with a lead. Game right now at a very leisurely pace. There's a swing and a chopper to the left side of the mound. Glove there at short. Good pick up there at shortstop by Carmody, scooping it up with a glove hand and then firing to first to end the inning. So in the inning for Roosevelt, they get a 1-out base hit but cannot cash it in. No runs in the inning and a hit, no errors, a runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning with a score. It is Trinity Christian 2 and Roosevelt nothing, as you are tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. It'll be Anthony Capoletti now to lead it off here for Trinity Christian in their half of the fourth inning. Capoletti, Cheney, and Huttner due up here for the Trolls. Jake Glickman on the bump here for the Lakers, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1 here for Anthony Capoletti, who is 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. Bottom of the fourth inning, Trinity Christian a 2-0 lead. Here's the line of the 0-1. That'll be down and away to make it a ball and a strike. For the winner of this game, they will survive and move on. For the loser, the season will come to an end as there's a chopper back over the mound, and that'll be in the short center field. Good effort there is coming up with it. But well behind second base was the second baseman Casillas, but no play available, so a scratch single here to start the inning for Trinity Christian. So 1 on, nobody out here for the Trolls, and here's Carter Cheney. Cheney in the game has an RBI double and has also scored a run. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Squared the bat, pulled the bat back, and the pitch came in and missed. Down low, 1 ball, no strikes. This is the case here now where if you're the offense is trying to give you an out. Here's the set now. And the 1-0. Again squaring. Again pulling the bat back. And again missing, this time inside. So now 2 balls and no strikes. Glickman kicks and deals. Looked like that missed a little bit low. Glickman. Runner at first. Glickman comes set, deals to the plate. There will be a strike called. And so now 3 balls and a strike here to the leadoff hitter, Carter Clancy. Clancy had an RBI double back in the second inning. Throw to first base and the runner back in. We play here at Dooley Health and Care Field, the site of this tournament now for the past few seasons. And the pitch. That'll be bunted in front of the plate. Barehanded there by Estrada. Throws to second for 1. They do try a relay, but not nearly in time. 2-6 on the scoring on the force play as Capoletti out at second for the first out of the inning. And here is Brian Huttner.
34, Brian Huttner.
Huttner, 1 for 1 with a single. Huttner with an RBI in this game. And the first pitch here to Huttner will miss outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Brody Mayberry would be next. And a throw to first base and the runner back in. We play in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 in favor of Trinity Christian. This is a win or a go-home proposition for both teams. There's a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. And now that runs the count to a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Glickman comes set. There is action in the Roosevelt bullpen. Throw to first base and the runner back in safely. So the Laker bullpen now stirring here. Here's the set now by Glickman and the delivery. That'll be low and outside. So now warming up in the bullpen for Roosevelt here. I believe that'll be Angel Morales. Here's the set now and the pitch. Curve. Oh, it looked like that came in knee high, but the count goes to 3 balls and a strike now here for Brian Huttner. Brody Mayberry next, then back to the top of the Trinity Christian order. Here's the set now and the pitch. Swung on, 2-hopper to Ogawa at short. The second for 1, and the relay in plenty of time for a double play. A little bit of a hesitation there by Casillas at second on the exchange, but he He kept his concentration and tossed ultimately to first to end the inning. 6-4-3 on the double play.
Inning for Trinity Christian, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
As in the inning,
Who was left on base.
no runs on a hit, no errors, none left on base. We head to the top half of inning number 5. Your score is Trinity Christian 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go now to the top half of inning number 5. It is a 2-0 Trinity Christian lead as we continue on here. Sammy Estrada, the Roosevelt catcher, leading it off, as it'll be 8-9-1 in the Roosevelt order coming to the plate. Here's Jacob Hutcherson now. So far, 4 innings of shutout ball on the mound, and the first pitch here, this 5th inning, in there for a called strike. And so it is 0-1. Estrada walking his first time up, was listed for a pinch hitter. JoJo Macker was out on the bases. There's a swing and a fly ball. Fairly deep left field, but it looks like it'll be playable. Drifting back a little bit. Reaching up, and the catch made in left field by Holloman. And that'll be the first out of the inning. That ball had a good sound to it off the bat, but no carry. Hit into a wind that right now is blowing in straight from center field. Here's Luca Palucci. First pitch to the Roosevelt right fielder, taken down and in, 1 ball to no strikes. Palucci hit into a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning, so he officially is 0 for 1. Hutcherson winds and deals. That'll be a curve. That'll be missing up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Hutcherson now at the 52 pitch mark of the game. There's a swing and a ball skied into the air. Looks like short right field. Who wants it? Calling for it there, and the catch was made by the shortstop, as a matter of fact. A large group of players were there, and it was Oliver Carmody calling for it and making the play.
Second baseman, number 1, Sebastian Casillas.
So 2 up, 2 down for the Roosevelt Lakers in their half of the 5th inning. That'll bring to the plate Sebastian Casillas. Casillas over 2. He's grounded out to short, grounded out to second in reverse order. Ground out to second, came back in the 1st inning. First pitch here, misses outside, 1 ball to no strikes. Well, right now, Jacob Hutcherson here has had an excellent outing on the mound for Trinity Christian. There's a swing and a ball hit right back up the middle, smothered there at second base, and on one knee, the throw to first just barely missing there. Good play by Janik. He was able to smother it while on one knee on a ball that was ripped back up the middle. Janik made the throw from that same position, but just a little bit too late. And so Sebastian Casillas aboard with 2 away in the inning. Credit Casillas with a single, his first hit of the game. He is aboard, and now that'll bring to the plate Bryce Heyman. So the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 5. Roosevelt trailing by a score of 2-0. The first pitch to Heyman. Down and away, 1 ball to no strikes. Heyman, left-handed batter, stands in. As the train rolls on by here in downtown Joliet. Here's the 1-0. This is hit hard and right near first base. Smothered there at the bag. And Moore, Preston Moore, able to get back up to his feet and record an unassisted put out to end the inning. Good defensive play there by Preston Moore. And the inning comes to an end. So for the Lakers, no runs in the inning. On a hit, no errors. And a runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, halfway home in our second game of the day. It is Trinity Christian 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back with you from Joliet, and on the first pitch of the bottom of the fifth inning, Brody Mayberry drills a single to right center field.
Number 3, Gunnar Bettenhausen. Now batting right fielder number 14.
And now back to the top of the order for Trinity Christian, and Omar Wright now to the plate. So Mayberry a solid single to start the inning for the Trolls. Gunnar Bettenhausen now running for Mayberry at first. There's a bunt attempt missed, and then a snap throw to first base from behind the plate from Estrada. And when that ball was halfway to the bag, I thought it would maybe sail into right field, but a good stop there at first base by Jack Kiefer. And so Bettenhausen back in safely at first. Now he's back in again safely on a throw to first base. Bettenhausen making his second appearance of the tournament in a pinch running role. Omar Wright, right-handed batter, waits, wants to bunt the ball here, but another throw to first base. Bottom of the fifth inning, Trinity Christian a 2-0 lead. Jake Glickman right now so far has 2 strikeouts and a walk in his outing, which is at 4+ innings. As that last pitch here coming in, and that'll miss for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now. The count on the board here as we play in the bottom of the fifth inning. Next pitch in for a strike. That makes it 2-1, and again, Sammy Estrada behind the plate was ready to fire, but no throw. Bettenhausen back in safely at first base. Now the count on the board is a ball and 2 strikes. As we're playing the fifth inning, Glickman kicks and deals, swinging a foul back to the screen, and will hold it a ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Oliver Carmody next, and then it would be Preston Moore here for Trinity Christian. Jake Glickman was at 61 pitches going into this current at bat. And the pitch. That'll be tossed up to the right side out of play. There is action right now in the Roosevelt bullpen down the right field line. This is a win or go home game for both teams. So obviously an all hands on deck situation. Throw to first base, Bettenhausen diving back in safely. Warming up in the pen for Roosevelt is Angel Morales. As the next pitch over but low. So the count squared now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 as Omar Wright stands in. Here's the set and the 2-2 offering. Swung on, little tapper that'll be foul ball to the right of home plate and will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trinity Christian right now, 2 runs on 6 hits. The Lakers of Roosevelt, no runs on 3 hits. Neither team has committed an error in this game. First game today, St. Xavier committing a tournament high 6 errors, and those were 6 very costly errors in what turned out to be a 12-9 defeat for St. X. Pop up right side, that'll be out of play. And we'll hold it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two is Omar right back into the batter's box. Jake Lichtman right now comes set and the pitch. And this will be tossed into the air, right field, coming on Luca Palucci underneath it. And he makes the catch for the out. So Wright not able to advance the runner as he flies to right field, and that'll bring to the plate Oliver Carmody. Carmody 1 for 2. He popped to second base also as a single.
Shortstop, number 12, Oliver Carmody.
Carmody, a little bit of a communication back with the bench, but now he's into the batter's box. And the first pitch to Carmody takes a curve. Nicely executed pitch there by Glickman. It's swept in over the inner half of the plate for a called strike. 0-1 to Carmody. Carmody is, as we said, 1 for 2. Singled last time up. Also has popped out to second base. Here's the set, throw to first base, and Gunnar Bettenhausen back in safely with a head-first dive. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 in favor of Trinity Christian. Well, let's see. The first game of the tournament, 8-6. St. Francis winning over Trinity Christian. Roosevelt lost their game 4-3, so that's games of a 2 and 1 run difference, swinging a line drive into center field for a base hit. Station to station here now as Bettenhausen pulls in at second base. And it is Carmody aboard at first with a solidly struck single. Second hit of the inning for Trinity Christian. And that'll bring to the plate now Preston Moore. So the 2 games yesterday were decided by a combined 3 runs. And this morning's game decided by a combined 3 runs. So pretty easy math as far as the average margin, but all games close so far here in this tournament. Seems like an evenly matched, as there's a called strike. 0-1 here to Preston Moore. Seems like an evenly matched set of teams here in this tournament. Really anybody's ball game, and the drama of the tournament is the fact that you have to win this tournament now to get the only automatic bid to the NAIA World Series available to the CCAC. There's a throw to second base and the runner back in. So Bettenhausen, he's had to go back to the bag and get back in under the tag about, at least 4 times since he's come on to run here earlier on in this half inning. Here's the set by Glickman now, and the pitch. That was in the zone and lifted well to left field, but it'll be right at James Berry, who reaches up and makes an eye-high catch for the out. That ball was well struck, but right at the left fielder, James Berry, for the out. 2 away in the inning, and that'll bring to the plate Connor Janik. Janik in this game is 1 for 2. Has a single and a flyout. He's also scored a run. So now 2 on, 2 out for the Trolls. Time called. Time called. Hold the phone. And now let's see here. Connor Janik is being given first base. Didn't see an intentional walk signal here. But anyway, that will load the bases now for Trinity Christian. Bettenhausen to third, Carmody to second, Janik at first. And that was, in fact, an intentional walk to load the bases. That's the second intentional walk we've seen in the tourney. And now, umpire here with a lineup card out. Meeting among the batter and 3 base runners now, so a chance to really break the game open for Trinity Christian. Benson Holloman with an opportunity. He's twice flied to left field. So kind of a huge point in this game right now for both teams, but especially for Roosevelt. They need to come back. And they cannot afford to fall behind any further with the season on the line. Running at first base here for Trinity Christian now. Looks like, nope, it will be Connor Janik. I saw the umpire point thinking that maybe there had been a pinch runner come into the game, but Janik at first. Here's the pitch, served into left center field. That'll be in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Second runner being waved around. It'll be a 2-run single, and Trinity Christian has doubled their lead. So a 2-run single here. Benhausen and Carmody scoring. Janik on the play stopping at second. And a solid 2-run single there for Benson Holloman. And that'll be it for Jake Glickman. New pitcher coming into the game for Roosevelt. We'll step aside, tell you about the new man on the mound for the Lakers after a break. As right now you're scoring the bottom of the 5th inning. Trinity Christian 4, Roosevelt nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So Angel Morales coming in to pitch now for Roosevelt, and it also looks like we have a pinch runner here. Zach Hess, I believe, is at second base running now for Trinity Christian. There's 2 runs across for the Trolls. Anthony Capoletti due up now. Angel Morales, his first appearance of the tournament. He has a 3-1 record with a 4.51 ERA. 4.15 ERA. And the right-hander right now trying to keep this game relatively close in this elimination game for the Roosevelt Lakers. First pitch, a curve in there for a called strike. And so 0-1 here now to Anthony Capoletti. Capoletti 1 for 2 in this game as a strikeout. And now Morales will step off the rubber. Capoletti striking out swinging in the 2nd inning. And then he singled last time up back in the 4th, but it was erased on the double play. Morales deals here, and that pitch looked like it came in a little bit outside. Might have been a tad low. So now a ball and a strike here for Anthony Capoletti. Benson Holloman. Well, what could be a back-breaking 2-run single here in this inning to double the Trinity Christian lead. There's a ball that's low. And so now 2 balls and a strike here. That's what's going on for Anthony Capoletti. He'll be followed by Carter Cheney and then Brian Hutner if we continue on that far. Trinity Christian with 2 runs here across in the bottom of the 5th inning. And they now lead it 4-zip. Morales comes set in the pin on it away. Good block behind the plate by Sammy Estrada as he slides to his right. That runs it now to 3 balls and a strike here. Well, a miss here on the next pitch would load the bases, and there are still 2 out in the inning. 4-0 Trinity Christian in front. They scored 2 in the second. Now they tack on at least 2 more here in the 5th inning. All right, Estrada now back behind the plate after a little bit of a break. Glickman is the man responsible as far as pitching stats go. From a pitching standpoint, he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. Here's the next pitch from Morales. That was a hanger into the zone, swung on, in the air, left field, coming on, and the catch made there by James Berry, and that'll close out the inning. That ball was up in the zone, but Capoletti didn't hit it flush, and he's retired it for the final out of the frame. But in the inning for Trinity Christian, they pick up 2 runs in the frame. 2 runs on, it looks like 3 hits. No errors, 2 left on base. And after 5 complete the score, Trinity Christian 4, Roosevelt nothing, as you're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball.
For Roosevelt, Koa Ogawa.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, and now Roosevelt in a little bit of trouble here. They trail 4-0 in this elimination game. Koa Ogawa leading it off, and the first pitch is going to be fouled off a little bit to the right of home plate. It'll be Ogawa, Berry, and Delgado due up now for Roosevelt. In a must-win ball game, Ogawa today make that 0 for 2, a 1-3 ground out, and then a fly out to right field. There's the next pitch, way upstairs, high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Jacob Hutcherson now with 59 pitches in the game. In 5 innings, he has struck out 2 and walked a pair. Ogawa takes here on a sweeper, and that'll miss outside. 2 balls and a strike. This Laker offense has been shut down by Hutcherson, who does not come to the plate with a lot of velocity, a lot of breaking stuff from Hutcherson. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right side out of play. And so now it is a 2-2 count to Koa Ogawa. Ogawa crowding the plate. Right-handed batter awaits. The wind and the pitch from Hutcherson. Breaking ball missing outside, and that'll fill the count. Well, right now, Roosevelt in need of base runners here. All right, Ogawa awaits. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and a bouncer to the left side. In the hold at short. Gobbled up there by Carmody. Long throw, 1 hopping in, and they get them. They get Ogawa at first base by an eyelash. Good pick there at first base as well by Moore. And 1 away in the inning. 1 away, and that'll bring to the plate James Berry. Berry 0 for 2. He is flied out and also called out on strikes. First pitch here. Breaking ball, strike on the inner half to the left-handed hitting Berry, and he's behind at 0-1. We play in the top of the 6th inning. Trinity Christian a 4-0 lead. Hutcherson deals. Misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Trinity Christian, the number 6 seed in the tournament, nearly upsetting St. Francis in the first game of the tourney yesterday. Swinging a sharply hit grounder, but scooped up there near the edge of the outfield turf there by the second baseman Janik, who throws to first for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring to the plate Luis Delgado here for Roosevelt. Yeah, Trinity Christian was so close to upsetting St. Francis in the first game, but that grand slam home run to end the game for the Saints, sending Trinity Christian to this game, and now they are seemingly in control here. Swinging a fly ball, fairly deep left field, back toward the track, toward the wall. That ball is gone. A home run here to get Roosevelt on the board from Luis Delgado. He stops at second here a little bit. Now he goes back, I think, to touch the bag. And now he'll finish his tour around the bases. So a solo blast for Delgado. And that makes it a 4-1 ball game. Over the left field wall, Holloman going back. By the way he was drifting back, I thought he might have a play on it, but it got sent over the fence. So a run on the board for Roosevelt here, and here now is Ben Compton. So Compton will stand in. So it's now a 4-1 ball game. Here's Hutcherson now the pitch. Swinging a sharply hit ball and into left field for a base hit. Diving there at third base. Good attempt by Capoletti, but it gets underneath his glove. And so Roosevelt trying to put together a little two-out rally here with back-to-back hits, a home run, and now a base hit with 2 away in the inning. So Ben Compton now 2 hits and 3 trips to the plate this afternoon. And now it'll be a pinch hitter coming into the game now for Jack Kiefer for the Lakers. Jaden Leo, the freshman from Corona, New York, will bat here now for Trinity, or for Roosevelt. So Leo stands in. First pitch into the turf and kept there in front of the, or near the home plate area there by Mayberry, the catcher. Leo this season has 1 hit in 7 at-bats. There's a called strike. So now 1-1 to Jaden Leo. 4-1 ball game. Runner at first. 2 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Roosevelt trailing. There's a swing and a foul tip at home plate. Or was that a swinging strike? I'm not sure there. The runner going. There was a throw to second base. And they're going to call that a swing and a miss, and the ball getting away there from Mayberry, and so that allows Ben Compton now to take second base. Well, base hit here could potentially make it a 2-run ball game. Roosevelt trying to chip away at that deficit. They have a run across in the inning on the home run by Luis Delgado. Here's the set by Hutcherson in the pitch, way outside. And that'll move it now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leo, right-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch. Way up and away, 3-2 here. Sammy Estrada would be next if the inning continues for Roosevelt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hutcherson looks in for the sign. Here comes the payoff pitch. There it goes. And into the air it goes. Center field. Medium deep underneath it, and the catch will be made in center field by Cheney, and that'll end the inning. But Roosevelt able to get on the board as Luis Delgado cranks out his 3rd home run of the year, a solo shot. But they do leave a runner in scoring position. In the inning for Roosevelt, a run on 2 hits, no errors, a runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with a score. It is Trinity Christian 4, Roosevelt 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go to the bottom of the 6th inning now. 4-1 Trinity Christian with a lead. As it'll be 7, 8, and 9 rather, coming up to the plate here for the Trolls. And so Carter Cheney will start it off here for Trinity Christian. First pitch to him, and it'll be bounced foul to the right side. And so it's 0-1 to Cheney. Bottom third of the order here so far for the Trolls in this game is 3 for 5 with a walk. When you combine the 3 batters, there's a ball low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Cheney doubled and drove in a run and then later scored a run back in the 2nd inning, and then he hit into a fielder's choice last time to the plate. As the next pitch coming in a little bit low, 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Cheney, Huttner, and then Mayberry due up here for Trinity Christian. Here's the set now, and the kick and the pitch. Swung on, slicing into the air, left center field. Long run here for Bryce Heyman, and he reaches up and was able to get to it there, and getting back to the bag at first base. That did fall in for a base hit for Carter Cheney, so he is aboard to start off the Trinity Christian 6th inning. Well, right now, the assignment is clear here for Roosevelt. They need to keep the game right where it is, try to give themselves a chance as Angel Morales starting his first full inning of work after retiring the final batter of the 5th inning. Here now is Brian Huttner. Cheney now 2 hits and 3 trips to the plate. Huttner goes after the first one here, a pop-up on the infield left side. Calling for it, 2 players. It'll be taken here by Koa Ogawa, the shortstop, on what would have been the infield grass on a natural turf field. And there's 1 away in the inning.
Catcher number 22.
Huttner now 1 for 3 in the game, and here is Brody Mayberry, the catcher. Mayberry has a walk and a base hit. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Mayberry twice in this game after reaching base has been lifted for Gunnar Bettenhausen, who did score a run back in the 5th inning, running on the base paths. Here's the set now by Angel Morales. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Bottom of the 6th inning, it is a 4-1 ball game. Angel Morales coming on in relief of the starter, Jake Glickman. Here's the set and the pitch. That came inside, and it'll miss, I believe, for ball 1 there, as it looked like Mayberry was squaring the bat as if to bunt, but he pulls it back, and the pitch did miss. Jake Glickman today for Roosevelt in his outing is a throw to first base. Glickman 4 2/3, 8 innings, 4 2/3, 8 hits. 4 runs, all of which were earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts in this game. He faced 23 batters. There's the next pitch coming in, and it looked like it came in a little bit low. Count on the board now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Morales leans in, and now the pitch. Looks like that came in a little bit low. 3-1 here. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of 6. It's a 4-1 Trinity Christian lead. Omar Wright awaits on deck for Trinity Christian as we'll recycle back to the top of the order. And there is ball 4, over but low, and so a walk here. Cheney to second base. Mayberry aboard at first on the base on balls. And again, we'll have a pinch runner coming in for Trinity Christian, and again it'll be Gunnar Bettenhausen, the junior from Tinley Park, Illinois, went to Tinley Park High School. So Bettenhausen now running at first base, back to the top of the order for Trinity Christian, and here is Omar Wright. Wright in this game is 0 for 3, flied to right field last time up. We play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Teams for the next game starting to make their appearance here at Dooley Health and Care Field. It'll be St. Francis coming up against St. Xavier. There's a breaking ball upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Omar Wright. St. Francis and St. X coming up in the 4 p.m. scheduled game. Then tonight's game will be St. Ambrose against Olivet Nazarene. The next pitch misses outside. And so it'll be 2 balls and no strikes here. A little bit of a breeze through the effects mic. Here's the set by Angel Morales. And the pitch. Curve in there. Nicely executed pitch for the called strike. So now 2-1. Oliver Carmody next, then it would be Preston Moore for Trinity Christian. Trolls trying to add to their lead, which right now is at 3 at 4-1 in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the set now and the delivery. It'll be a fastball down low. That runs it to 3-1, and right now Angel Morales in danger of loading the bases here with one away in the inning. Hitters count here for Omar Wright. Looking for his first hit of the game. The set and the pitch. Runners are going right up the middle, off the front incline of the mound into center field for a base hit. Lead runner being waved around. Cheney will score. Bettenhausen pulling into third. It's a 4-1 lead. Correction, a 5-1 lead now for Trinity Christian. Solid single right back up the middle. Bettenhausen, as we said, to third. And Omar Wright, an RBI single here. And now that'll bring to the plate Oliver Carmody. Carmody is 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Meeting at the mound here. Action in the Roosevelt bullpen. We'll see if a reliever comes into the game. Yes, we will. So a relief pitcher coming in. And we will tell you about it after we take a break, as it looks like it'll be A.J. Gliwa coming in for Roosevelt. So Gliwa coming in to pitch. We'll take a break, come back for more. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, 5-1 Trinity Christian. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So A.J. Gliwa coming in to pitch here for Roosevelt. He does not have a one-loss record. In 11 previous appearances, he has an 8.38 earned run average, 19 1/3 innings, 26 hits, 18 runs, all of which have been earned, 9 walks, 13 strikeouts, opponents hitting .329 against him. First batter he will be facing will be Oliver Carmody. So a run in here for the Trolls. They have runners at first and third. It is a 5-1 ball game, one away in the inning. Trinity Christian now with 10 hits in the game to Roosevelt's 5. So here we go. Glee with a right-hander deals. First pitch, check swing, and it'll be ruled a strike. And so no balls and a strike here to Oliver Carmody. Carmody, a good day so far. He's 2 for 3. Pair of singles after he popped out in the first inning. Throw to first base and the runner back in safely. So Angel Morales responsible for the runners on base. As here's the pitch now from Gliwa. There's a bunt on a little safety squeeze. That we've already seen one successful squeeze in the tournament, but that ball rolling foul, that would have most likely scored a run. And the count goes down to no balls and 2 strikes here to Oliver Carmody. I like that call there in that situation. You've got kind of firm control of the game. Why not really put the pressure on and try to add to your lead here? Get that run across. No lead can be safe the way these tournament games have gone over the years. There's a one hopper trying to backhand it there. Gleewood skips off his glove. Everybody will be safe. A run will come in to score, and runners at first and second now, and it's now a 6-1 Trinity Christian lead. A one hopper, hard hit back to the mound. Gleewood trying to field, got a glove on it, but not able to hold on to it. Bettenhausen scoring his second run of the game from third. On the play, Omar right now to second. Carmody aboard at first base. That'll be an RBI for Carmody. He has now 3 hits and 4 trips, and that'll bring to the plate Preston Moore. First pitch, a little bit of a golf swing, and skied into the air. Short right field. And coming in and calling for it there, Luca Palucci. Going out was the second baseman Casillas, and Luca Palucci called him off and made the grab for the out. So 2 down for Connor Janik now. Trinity Christian, a real good approach in this ball game here in these last couple of innings to score 2 in each frame. Just trying to build up that lead. Runners here at first and second, 2 on, 2 out, 2 in here for the Trolls. First pitch here, a wave and a miss, and it's 0-1 here to Connor Janik. So 2 runs apiece for the Trolls in the second, fifth, and now here in the 6th inning. Roosevelt's only run coming in the top half of this frame on that home run by Luis Delgado. Here's the set now, and the 0-1 pitch. That'll be lifted high into the air. Left center field coming on Bryce Heyman. Looks into the sunlight, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But damage done again by Trinity Christian. As in the inning for the Trolls, they pick up 2 runs to add to their lead. Looks like 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a pair left on base. And we go to the now top of the 7th inning. And time running out for Roosevelt as we head top 7-year score. Trinity Christian 6, Roosevelt 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go to the top of the 7th inning. Jacob Hutcherson's been great on the mound here for Trinity Christian in this game. Having given up the 1 earned run, on the home run. He has walked 2 and struck out a pair. 74 pitches, now 75 is the first pitch of the inning. One miss down low, 1 ball, no strikes, as it is Sammy Estrada leading it off for Roosevelt. They trail to the Lakers 6-1. There's a ball pulled foul deep down the left field line onto the berm. And so now a ball and a strike here to Sammy Estrada. Estrada, Palucci, and then back to the top of the order. And Sebastian Casillas here for Roosevelt. Hutcherson into the wine and the pitch. And then this will be hammered right up the middle into center field for a solid single for Sammy Estrada. He's aboard for the 2nd time in the game, having walked earlier on today. Also as a fly out to center field. So Estrada aboard. Pinch runner coming into the game now for Roosevelt. Let's see who it'll be. It'll be Danny Holloway coming in. JoJo Mack had run once previously in the game, but now it's Danny Holloway for the Lakers. And now Luca Palucci due up. And it'll be JoJo Mack now to bat for Luca Palucci. So JoJo Mack to the plate for, I believe, his first at-bat of the tournament. He's come on in a pinch running role during this event here over the first 2 days. And JoJo, the right-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch. That'll be down and in. Good stop behind the plate there by Mayberry to keep the ball in front of him, as Danny Holloway has to stay put at first base. JoJo Mack, a .289 hitter for the year. No home runs and 14 RBIs. Next pitch, down and inside. So now 2 balls and no strikes. Right now some high wispy clouds overhead. Sunlight, though, is filtering through. JoJo Mack awaits. We'll see if he stays in the ball game and stays in right field, as he came in for the right fielder Palucci, and Mack has played right field quite a bit this year. There's a breaking ball in for a called strike. 2-1 here now for JoJo Mack. Sebastian Casillas to the top of the order next here for Roosevelt, then it'll be Bryce Heyman. Here's the set now by Jacob Hutcherson. And the pitch. That's a little bit of a fastball. Came in over but low. And I have it 3-1 on my scorebook, and that's what it is. 3 balls and a strike here for JoJo Mack. Palucci had been 0 for 2 before being lifted for the pinch hitter here. Here's the set now. And the pitch. Taken down low, ball 4, so JoJo Mack draws a walk. And the Lakers, a promising start to this 7th inning with a single and then a base on balls. On the play, Danny Holloway now to second base, back to the top of the order, and Sebastian Casillas. And with that walk now, there is life coming. The bullpen comes to life there down the left field line for Trinity Christian.
Second baseman, number 1.
Warming up in the pen is Chase Hadley for Trinity Christian. Meeting at the mound here. Now let's see if they chat here a little bit with Hutcherson to give Hadley a little bit of time to get limbered up. Sebastian Casillas due up here now for the Roosevelt Lakers. We have a 6-1 ball game. But in the case of the first game today, a large lead disappeared in the latter third of the game. Olivet Nazarene bolted out to an early 8-0 lead over St. Xavier. The game ultimately became tied in the late innings at 9, but Olivet was then able to hold off St. X and win that game 12-9, scoring the last 3 runs of the contest. Meeting continuing. Hutcherson stays in the game for the moment. Hutcherson right now at 82 pitches. So here's Sebastian Casillas. Casillas trying to keep the line moving here for Roosevelt. He is 1 for 3, singled last time up. He's also grounded out twice, so here we go. Roosevelt trying to put together a late inning rally here as they trail by 5 in a must-win game. First pitch here, that'll be skied into the air, left side, foul territory. Moving over toward the dugout, third baseman and catcher, but it goes into the stands about 4 rows deep. 0-1 to Sebastian Casillas. Bryce Heyman next, then it would be Koa Ogawa. Well, you get to Ogawa here if this inning progresses that far, and Trinity Christian might be flirting with a little bit of danger. Ogawa among the conference leaders in average and home runs. He's that type of player, we talked about it yesterday, who can change the game around with one swing of the bat. Here's the set and the pitch from Hutcherson. That was up in the zone, hit in the air to right field, drifting back. Omar Wright shields his eyes from the sun and makes the catch. And the runners will hold, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Boy, watching that through the binoculars, it looked like Wright here was really having a little bit of difficulty shading his eyes. I'm always amazed how outfielders can do that. I played outfield once, and it did not go well way back in the day. Here's Bryce Heyman now. Heyman 0 for 2 in the game. Also has been hit by a pitch. Hutcherson coming set now. And the delivery. This will be put into the air. Medium deep center field. Underneath it, the catch made by Cheney. And again, the runners have to hold, and now 2 quick outs after the first 2 batters able to reach base for Roosevelt. Two away in the inning, and that'll leave it up to Koa Ogawa. Well, by the time Ogawa coming up in the order, the Lakers probably had hoped to have a run in at least. But now Ogawa trying to keep the inning alive. Ogawa grounded out to short last time up on a great play at shortstop by Carmody. Here's the set now by Hutcherson. And the pitch. Swung on, and this will be a sharp grounder. Glove there behind the bag at third. A race to the base at third base. And winning the race there is Capoletti, getting there just ahead of Danny Holloway to get the force play to end the inning. Good play defensively there as Holloway records the third out, and that'll be the end of the inning. Or to be technical about it, Capoletti recording the third out. Anyway, Roosevelt, a promising start to that inning, goes by the boards as the would-be rally fizzles. No runs in the inning on a hit. No errors. Two left on base. Stretch time here in Joliet with a score. Trinity Christian 6, Roosevelt 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. Benson Holloman has started up now for Trinity Christian. Started to swing at the first pitch, and it will be 0-1. I'm not sure if that was called a swing. I think it was called a check swing and a called strike, but either way, 0-1 here now to Benson Holloman. He'll be followed by Anthony Capoletti and then Carter Cheney here for the Trolls on the bottom of the seventh inning. Next pitch, down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. A.J. Gliwa now on for his first full inning of work, although he had his share of batters that he faced in the last inning as the next pitch coming in missing 2 balls and a strike. Sammy Estrada comes back into the game to catch here for Roosevelt. 2-1 way upstairs, high and away. 3 balls and a strike now to Benson Holloman. So the pitching line on Angel Morales after Glickman went 4 2/3 in a starting role for Roosevelt. There's a called strike. Morales 2/3 of an inning, allowing 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1, did not strike out a batter. He faced 5 batters. 3-2 the count here, and there's ball 4, high and tight. So a leadoff walk here for Benson Holloman. So Holloman aboard at first base. Here's Anthony Capoletti now. Capoletti is 1 for 3, had a single back in the 4th inning. He also has struck out, and last time up he flied to left field. These two teams also playing today in the CCAC softball tournament. Roosevelt leading in that game. It looked like 2-1. There's a called strike 0-1 here. Yeah, it's 2-1 Roosevelt. That game is in the top of the 3rd inning in Crown Point, Indiana. Next pitch coming in here. That's a bunt up the third base side. It'll roll foul. Boy, for a bunt, that contact with the aluminum bat had a loud sound to it. Quite a loud ping. So right now, Trinity Christian, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Roosevelt, 1 run, 6 hits on no errors. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, went fishing on that one and came up empty. And so that is the first out of the inning as Anthony Capoletti striking out swinging for the 2nd time today. And that'll bring to the plate Carter Cheney. If this score holds, Trinity Christian will play the loser of the 6th game of the tournament in Game 8 tomorrow at 4 p.m. here at Dooley Health and Care Field. Here's the set now. First pitch coming in, and it'll miss high and outside. 1-0 here to Carter Cheney. Cheney, a good day here today. 2 for 3, a double, a single, an RBI, and he scored twice. Left-handed batter waits. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there that handcuffed the hitter. Runner going. Throw to second base, not in time. It kind of bounces in, so Benson Holloman with a stolen base. He's aboard at second now as Carter Cheney stands in with a 1-1 count. So Trinity Christian with another runner in scoring position here. They have been consistently moving runners, getting runners on base and then moving them around. Swinging a little pop-up here. Flare to short right center field coming on the catch made. That was more like a medium-deep fly ball as the catch made by Bryce Salmon, who fires back to second base behind the runner. That's the second out of the inning. We'll call that a fly out to center field. That'll bring up Brian Hutner.
Designated hitter number 34, Brian.
The Trinity Trolls DH has a single in 3 trips. There was a 2-run single back in the second inning in his first at bat of the game. Righty versus righty. The stretch and the delivery. Fastball had some giddy up behind it, but it missed it inside. 1 ball, no strikes. St. Francis and St. Xavier, our next ball game. And then St. Ambrose against Olivet Nazarene tonight. Great day of baseball here in the CCAC tournament on this Friday morning, now in the afternoon. There's a swing and a miss. The ball down and in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brody Mayberry would be next, then back to the top of the order. Here's the set in the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That brings it now to a ball and 2 strikes. 2-out runner at second base, 6-1 ball game, bottom of the 7th inning. This elimination game right now going Trinity Christian's way. Here's the set. Look back at second, a long look back at the bag at second. There's a swing and a ball skied into short left field. Coming on, that'll drop between left fielder and shortstop. As Ogawa went out, tried to get to it there. A bloop single to drive on a run. Throw to second base as they will get the runner trying to stretch it into a double. So Hunter retired at second base, but he drives in a run in the process as Benson Holloman scoring to make it a 7-1 Trinity Christian lead. So an RBI single. Barry came on, Ogawa went on, and dropped right between them. They were not far apart. And then Huntner going to second, and he is cut down there to end the inning. But in the inning for Trinity Christian, they pick up a run in the frame, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. We go now to the top of the 8th inning. It is Trinity Christian 7, Roosevelt 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. James Berry now to lead it off here for Roosevelt as we move on to the top half of inning number 8. It is a 7-1 Trinity Christian lead. Jacob Hutcherson kicks and deals, and the first pitch down and away, 1 ball and no strikes to James Berry. Well, Hutcherson got into a little bit of a tough spot there in the last half inning, or the last inning, back in the 6th inning, actually. Well, actually, he got into a tough spot back in the 7th. He gave up the home run in the 6th. That was the only run of the inning. As the next pitch coming in, missing 2 balls and no strikes here. But then he got into a little bit of a tough spot, and there were a couple of pitchers warming up in the pen, but Hutcherson got out of it, and he stays in the game. There's ball 3 high, though. Hutcherson coming into the inning here at the 86 pitch mark. 3-0 pitch in for a called strike. 3-1 now here as James Berry leading it out for Roosevelt. It'll be followed by Luis Delgado and Ben Compton here for the Lakers. There's a swing and a ball hit to right field. Fairly deep. Drifting back Omar Wright. Looking up and makes the catch. A running catch again. Looked like he struggled with the sunlight as he made the grab on the warning track for the first out. James Berry giving that ball a ride, but it's a long out. 1 away in the inning for Roosevelt. Here's Luis Delgado, who is accounted for the only scoring of the game here for Roosevelt. A solo home run back in the 6th inning. At the time, I believe it made it a 4-1 ball game. And Delgado taking here down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, you got to hand it to Jacob Hutcherson here. A clutch performance in a must-win game. There's a ball low. 2 balls and no strikes here. Here's the wind and the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball, in for a called strike on the inner half. As we said earlier on, he does not throw a lot of high-velocity stuff, but he seemingly has had the Laker hitters handcuffed. There's a bounding ball over the right side of the mound. It goes out to the second baseman, Janik, who throws to first. That's the second out of the inning. So 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Ben Compton.
Third baseman, number 4, Ben Compton.
Compton, 2 for 3, a pair of singles and also a strikeout. That was a swinging strikeout back in the 4th inning. Hutcherson now at 95 pitches for the outing. First pitch here, and over below, 1 ball, no strikes. But just as we've been saying, he does not throw a lot of high velocity stuff, so you wonder if that's able to make it a little bit easier on his arm and shoulder. And the next pitch swung on, and a little tapper in front of the plate. Picked up here by the catcher. Throw to first base on a tough angle. Good play at first base as well. It was Mayberry, the catcher, to get to it, then Moore reaching across his body. Nice backhand grab there to record the out and end the inning on a good defensive play. 2-3 on the put out. As in the inning for Roosevelt, they're retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go bottom 8. It is all Trinity Christian. They lead 7-1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois, and it'll be Connor Collins, the left-hander, coming on now for Roosevelt. He has a 2-2 record with an 8.68 ERA in 14 previous appearances. Brody Mayberry due up to start the inning here for Trinity Christian, and the first pitch will miss outside to Mayberry, who is hitting, and it is a 1-0 count. Collins, 18 2/3 innings this year. 19 hits, 23 runs, 18 of them earned, as there's a fastball missing inside. 2-0 to Mayberry. 21 walks, 15 strikeouts. Opponents average .292 against the left-hander, who kicks and deals well outside on that pitch. And quickly now, Connor Collins is behind Brody Mayberry, 3-0. Mayberry a pitch away from picking up his third walk of the game. And the pitch. Fastball right down Broadway for a called strike to make it 3-1. So Trinity Christian, 3 defensive outs away from advancing and playing yet another day tomorrow here at the CCAC tournament. There's a breaking ball missing outside, and that'll be ball 4, and so a leadoff walk here for Brody Mayberry. We'll see if Gunnar Bettenhausen comes in to run again. Mayberry great at getting on base in this game. He will come out. Bettenhausen will come in. Back to the top of the order, and here is Omar Wright. Wright 1 for 4, but had a key hit, an RBI single last time up back in the 7th inning. Back in the 6th, rather. As here's the set now, and the first pitch coming in. Breaking ball high, snap throw, a back pick attempt there, but the runner back in safely. 1-0 to Omar Wright. Right back into the batter's box. Collins, the lefty, deals. There's a bunt. Goes about halfway to the mound, and it'll be bobbled here. Not a clean pickup there by Connor Collins, and no chance to get the runner at first base, and so everybody's safe. So Omar Wright gets credit for a bunt single there. His second hit of the game now. He's now 2 for 5, and that'll bring to the plate Oliver Carmody. Gunnar Bettenhausen to second base on the play. Shadows of the light standards now extending out toward third base. Here's the pitch, and it hits the batter. Looked like on the backside there. Carmody was trying to bunt the ball. He never got the chance, and now the bases are going to be loaded. Now let's see here. This runner at third base. That's Bettenhausen, I think, will come to the plate, but he'll be sent back to third. The bags are now loaded. The umpires will confer here. That pitch almost came behind the batter. There was a little spin move there by Carmody. And let's see here. It looks like, has there been an out called here? Thought I saw the umpire signal with a clenched fist there, but no. Looks like the bases are going to be loaded here. As Carmody, well, I believe, will be ruled to have been hit by a pitch. So Bettenhausen to third, right to second. Carmody aboard first base. And now stepping to the plate will be Preston Moore. First pitch to Moore, missing down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Infield in here for Roosevelt. Trinity Christian now really a chance to put the game away. Here's a curveball in for a called strike, and now it is 1-1 here to Moore. Moore popped out to short right field last time up. Also has a ground out, a pop out, and a line out to left field. He's made some interesting contact today, but still hitless in 4 trips. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Well, I think that sounded like it hit the side of his foot, but Moore none the worse for wear as he walks around home plate. He's behind now, 1-2 strikes. 7-1, bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the set and the pitch. That'll be popped up right side and out of play. So now 1-2 strikes here to the right-handed hitting first baseman for Trinity Christian. Game number 3 on this day. Second round game coming up after this one ends. There's a swing and a line drive drilled to left field. That'll be a base hit. 1 run will score. Everybody else moves up a base, and it's now an 8-1 Trinity Christian lead. A solid RBI single for Preston Moore. His first hit of the game and his first RBI. Bettenhausen scoring his 3rd run of the game. Omar Wright to third. Carmody to second. And now here is Connor Janik. Janik has a single Pop out to right field, an intentional walk, and he's flied to center field. First pitch here. Strike called on the outside edge. 0-1 the count. So Moore with the RBI single to put the 8th run of the game on the board for Trinity Christian. Next pitch. This is drilled to right center field. This may split the gap and clear the bases. It'll go all the way to the fence here. The merry-go-round underway. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. 3 runs will cross the plate. A bases-clearing 3-run triple, and Trinity Christian is pouring it on here late in this game. Connor Janik, a 3-run triple to drive in the 9th, 10th, and 11th runs of the game for Trinity Christian, as everybody comes around to score. That'll bring up Benson Holloman. There are still nobody out in the inning. And the pitch. Curveball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, the game really collapsing here for Roosevelt here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As it is Benson Holloman batting, and the pitch. Lays off that pitch, and it came in for a strike anyway. So now no balls and 2 strikes for Holloman. Here's the pitch. Bounces it wide at first, foul, and will stay in an 0-2 count. So barring perhaps an unprecedented collapse, Trinity Christian will advance here. And if this result holds up, as the next pitch down and away, this would be the final NAIA and CCAC baseball game for the Roosevelt program. The Roosevelt Athletics program moving to NCAA Division II next year in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletics Conference. Here's the set now and the pitch. Swung on, and a 2-hopper to second base. Casillas gloves it, fires to first base for the out. Runner holding at third. There's 1 away in the inning. Here's Anthony Capoletti. Capoletti has struck out twice, singled and flied to left field. Meeting at the mound here. And we'll have another pitcher come into the game here for Roosevelt. So a new pitcher coming in. We'll tell you about him after a break, as it is all Trinity Christian here in this elimination game. They lead 11-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning, as you are tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. So it's right-hander Kyle Winston. He's a senior, so a last chance to head to the mound here for Kyle Winston here in 2024 for Roosevelt. Right-hander. He has an 0-1 record in 10 appearances with a 9.35 ERA. He's thrown 8 2/3 innings this year, allowing 15 hits, 12 runs, 9 earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 6. Opponents hitting .357 against him. So Trinity Christian pouring it on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Anthony Capoletti due up here now for Trinity Christian. He will bat with a runner at third. First pitch here, and that'll be over but low. 1 ball, no strikes. So 3 dramatic games here to start the tournament, but this one is one-sided here as we play in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, and that'll be in the air, slicing to right field, coming on there. Catch made in right field, and the throw to the plate, and the runner is safe. No slide there as the throw came in. As JoJo Mack, as I speculated earlier on, is in right field. And he threw to the plate a little bit late, and so the run scores. So a sac fly there for Capoletti to drive in a run. That's the second out of the inning. And that brings up Carter Cheney. So it's a 12-1 ball game. 5 across in the inning. There's a swing and a miss now by Cheney. He's behind an 0-1. Cheney, the 8th Trinity Christian troll to bat in the inning. They had a firm hold on the game coming into the inning, and now they are 3 outs away from a convincing win. There's a ball into the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Players for St. Francis gathering here below us for the next ball game. And the next pitch hitting the batter, who turned down the pitch and got hit in the lower back. So Carter Cheney continues the inning, having been hit by a pitch. Trinity Christian now batting around here as Brian Hutner due up for the Trolls. 12-1 ball game. Trinity Christian equaling now the tournament high for runs scored. There's a swing and a high pop-up right side. That'll be out of play, 0-1. And that ties the run total of the previous game today, which was won by Olivet Nazarene by a final of 12-10. That over St. Xavier. St. Xavier and USF. St. Xavier and St. Francis getting ready to go at it here. And here's the wind in the next pitch by Winston. Good sweeper in there for a called strike. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes here. There are 2 out. A runner at first, 5 across here for Trinity Christian. Here's the 1-2. Misses outside and high, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winston gets the sign, kicks and deals. Misses outside. 3-2. So a full count here. Here's the set now and the pitch. Runner going and a ground ball to shortstop. Koa Ogawa up with it, throws to first base, and that'll end the inning. But in the inning, Trinity Christian, in effect, putting the game away as they pick up 5 more runs. Last chance for Roosevelt as we go to the 9th. The score, Trinity Christian 12. Roosevelt 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we head to the 9th inning now. And for the Roosevelt University Lakers now, it'll be Jack Kiefer to lead it off here. For RU, as Jacob Hutcherson looking to complete the game here. There's a swing and a fly ball on the first pitch, drifting toward the left field foul line. Long run there in left field, and it goes out of play. Holloman in left getting some steps in there as he had a long run toward the foul line. But it goes on to the berm, and so Kiefer behind at 0-1. It'll be Kiefer, Estrada, and Palucci due up here. Rather, Mack due up here in the top of the 9th inning. There's a swing and a foul off to the right out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Jack Kiefer. So Roosevelt will wind up the year 28-22. Trinity Christian will move back to an even 500, 26-26 for the overall record for the year. There's a ball, a little skip to the backstop, 1-2 here. And Trinity Christian now will move on once they complete this ball game to play tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. against the Game 6 loser. Next pitch, swung on, sharply hit, but to the shortstop. Carmody up with it, throws to first base, 1 out in the inning. That'll bring to the plate now Sammy Estrada. The 6th game of the tournament will be the game between St. Ambrose and Olivet Nazarene tonight. So Trinity Christian will have to wait and see as far as their opponent goes. So Kiefer out on a 6-3 putout to start the Roosevelt 9th inning. We have a pinch hitter coming to the plate. I would not be surprised. It'll be Danny Holloway coming up. So Holloway will step to the plate here. And here's the wind of the first pitch, lefty versus righty. And that'll be an off-speed floater missing outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Danny Holloway for the year, a .250 hitter. Going after this one, a ground ball to Carmody at short. Scoops it up, throws to first base, 2 away in the inning. And Trinity Christian now 1 out away from advancing in the CCAC tournament. And the first team to be eliminated looking to be the Roosevelt University Lakers. That'll leave it up now to JoJo Mack. Mack walked his first time to the plate when he came in to hit for Luca Palucci back in the 7th inning. The last hope for the Lakers for the season. There's a ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Trinity Christian providing all the fireworks here in this game, putting up a dozen runs in the game. Breaking ball, hit in the air, left center field. This should do it. As moving over underneath it, the catch made by the center fielder Cheney. The ball game ends and the Trinity Christian Trolls advance to the next round in the bottom part of the bracket here in the CCAC tournament. What a performance there by the starter, Jacob Hutcherson, wrapping up a complete game win as he gives up 1 run and scattering 6 Roosevelt hits. Final totals in the game for the Trinity Christian Trolls: 12 runs, 15 hits, no errors. For Roosevelt, 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. As the time of the ball game here, right around 2 hours and maybe 17 minutes. And so Trinity Christian able to advance as they pick up an 11-1 win. And the Roosevelt Lakers eliminated from this tournament here in 2024. So a 12-1 win. And so Trinity Christian moves to the next phase of the bracket, and they will play the loser of the 6th game of the tournament. That'll be between St. Ambrose and Olivet Nazarene tonight at 7 p.m. Coming up, our next ball game should be around 4:45 or so, it looks like, as it'll be St. Francis against St. Xavier coming up next here at the CCAC tournament. Thanks to Dave Laquetta on stats. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Your final score again, Trinity Christian 12 and Roosevelt 1. Hope to see you for the next ball game or later on in the weekend. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And for now, from Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois, we wish you all a very pleasant good afternoon.